All right, better season, Davis Mills or Trevor Lawrence, both guys having a tough time at it last season.
I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence for two reasons. Number one, I don't think the Houston Texans are done in that quarterback room before week one. And number two, Doug Peterson. I've had the fortunate occurrence of being coached by Doug Peterson when he was in Kansas City, and he encourages players with belief, and he teaches you he believes in you by the way he installs. He'll say things like, hey, when we win this division, it's going to be because Tommy Tran took this for a touchdown against the Titans, things like that. But the other thing he does is he asks for players' input. Everyone remembers Philly Special, when that's what Nick Foles wanted to run, ended up scoring a touchdown. But I know from experience, Doug Peterson would rather go into a game with 10 plays his players love than 30 plays that are a mixed bag. Great production comes from that. Speed comes from that because players anticipate the play call. So two reasons why Trevor Lawrence will have a better season. One, the Texans aren't done in that quarterback room. And two, the legend of Doug Peterson grows, Tommy. It grows and grows. It
certainly does. He was great at the Combine, getting a chance to talk to him too. Before we get your pick to win the division, what do you think the vibe at camp is going to be for this particular Jacksonville group, given all that they went through with Urban Meyer last year?
Well, it's going to be a breath of fresh air. And Doug Peterson has a ton of speed. He does things with energy. He installs. He'll be walking around the room, and boom, we're going to throw it over here. And then he'll kind of jog across the room to point out where the receiver is. So there's a lot of excitement and a lot of fun. The other thing people forget, Doug Peterson played the game. So he understands that players are in meetings for 8 hours in a day. And some coaches don't realize that they just like the sound of their own voice. That's not Doug Peterson. He wants to have fast play and fast knowledge, as he'll call it, meaning that he's going to give you information that you can digest quickly. So it's going to be a breath of fresh air. Hopefully nobody gets kicked either. But I'll tell you what, those guys are going to have fun with Doug Peterson. Let's not forget, he was chugging Johnny Walker Blue as he walked in the locker room after winning the Super Bowl. I'll play with a coach like that, Tommy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.